Hi, okay, it's Aitana. Um, I'm just gonna do a bit of a voiceover for some games I played. These are like the first couple of ladder games, so it's like, you know, very low elo. I don't think there are any bots in these games. There could have been, but people were dodging, so I'm assuming these are all humans. You will definitely get some bots in your low rank matches, but I'm almost positive at least a couple of these were humans. So, just gonna show you how I play. I'm learning this role, so I'm not a good big. I'm just learning how to play. And I think as far as the characters you can buy for the diamonds, I think she's probably the best. So, I'm playing Emma, and you're gonna see how I play. I mean, I'm getting used to playing big. Also, these players don't really know how to use screens, so going for screens seems a little like low percentage, a little inconsistent. So I think I'm just gonna, at least until I get to higher ranks, just play to get rebounds, play to, well, you'll see. So let me just fast forward a bit to get into the game. Oh, it's right there, perfect. Okay, so my matchup is, I think his name is Big Mike. So we're both going to be contesting the paint. My primary goal is to get rebounds over him, make sure I block or keep him guarded. Also, if he's not positioning very well, I can abuse the people on his team. So if they go shoot for a 3 and Big Mike's not in a position to punish me, like he's not in the paint ready to take a free 2-point, then I can go up and try and block his shooter. So here's a bit awkward because my teammate's playing it really far back. He wasn't even in 3-point range. So it's kind of weird. I thought maybe I could set a screen, but yeah, I'm both learning the role and playing with people I'm not used to playing with. I don't know if you can tell here, but I was trying to do, she has a skill where when you grab a rebound, you can throw it back up at the hoop to get like a pretty easy 2-point conversion. But I'm not used to the mechanics, so I was like double tapping B or double tapping rebound to throw it back up, and there you see I finally got it. So it's just gonna take a bit of practice to get used to. I'm also not using her box out. She has a box out. Skill that I'm not using, and I finally used it there. And then I got I don't know what it's called when you throw it back up. I don't remember the name of it, but it seems like it's really good. Okay. So I definitely could be on defense playing a bit more aggressively. It seems like their center is not looking to score at all. And then when he does, he's doing something like that. So once you get a read on a player, you can kind of base the rest of your play off of that. So if I were better, I would have been punishing him for playing the matchup a little poorly. But yeah, this is a stomp. I think the only other thing I'm realizing just watching this again is I could have 100% been looking to pass to my shooters instead of taking like free 2s. Like I took a 2 earlier when my shooter was wide open. So no, I'm picking that up now from rewatching this. I main point guard, so playing center is definitely new to me. And this one's about over. I think once it hits 130, either team can surrender. So yeah, they ended up surrendering. So, a nice easy game. Let's fast forward to the next one. Got a notification. You can enjoy the world chat while you're in between games. It's always something going on there. So this is interesting. I just want to pause for a sec. So you see our team composition, right? Center, shooting guard, small forward. It's not ideal. Like usually you want a point guard, right? So ideally, we'd have a point guard, shooting guard, center, something like that. It's fine. Enemy team is 2 small forwards, 1 shooting guard. So when you're playing big and you're versus all shooters, it's a little more awkward because you have like guaranteed rebounding, right? Like nobody on their team is going to out rebound you. So if something hits the rim, you're getting the rebound every time. But at the same time, you want to be, guarding. You want to be guarding the shooters. You want to just let them shoot for free. So you still have to guard them, but then you also don't really want to be guarding the perimeter. It's a little awkward. I'm guessing you're supposed to play in between the paint, like right under the rim and the perimeter, because you can kind of gap close quickly. And when you go to block, I think it's like you can block a lot further away than if you were another shooting guard trying to block. Like I think you have a lot more leniency as a center blocking. So I probably did not play this very well. We'll see. I think I played defense pretty poorly this game. Maybe not, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Also surprised I missed that tip off, which is, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to get that every time. So, not my best performance. I wasn't guarding this guy, I was supposed to be guarding him, so not off to a good start. The only other thing I would say is getting used to your assignments changing in the middle of a game. Like, the game will automatically put you in front of who they believe your matchup should be. So if there are two centers, the centers would be opposing each other. But sometimes when a play is going on, you kind of end up switching, who you're guarding. And when that happens, it can get a bit awkward. It doesn't take too much team cohesion. It really just takes one person recognizing the play. And once they do, then everybody else is kind of like on the same page. So I strive to be the person that is recognizing the changing lane assignment and, making it easy for my team. So I need to just learn how to do that on this role. I'm also trying to set screens. She has an ability called skillful screens, which allows you to like contort your body in a way where you get a better screen. I haven't exactly figured out how to use it yet, but it definitely seems like it can be good. Again, I tried to do the when you throw it back up for another point there, but I missed it. I think I tried it again, but I was too far from the rim, so it didn't let me. I finally got follow-up shot. There you go. So far, so good. Have a lot of rebounds. They count a follow-up shot as a rebound, so if you want to pad your stats a little bit, it definitely doesn't hurt to get a couple of follow-up shots. I'm also seeing that when I'm using her screens, she kind of like sprints a little after, which is really nice. I just don't know how to use it yet. And this is all stuff that if I just took a couple of minutes to read her abilities, I'd get it, but I just figure it's easier for me just to learn as I go, so I'm not reading the abilities, just gonna figure it out. And as you can see too, like, you don't need to be right in front of them to block their shots as a center. Like, you can be quite far and it's, still in range to block it, even with him doing a fadeaway, so can definitely be positioning a little safer, like still in range to get a rebound if you need to, but also in range to run up and block if they shoot. It's definitely like a balancing act. You won't get that kind of matchup too often. Like in this rank, you'll probably get a decent amount because people just play whoever they want. But when you get to more serious lobbies, it's going to be more standard compositions. Okay, and then I think I play one more. First, I collect my rewards from the past. You can see, so nice. You get so much free stuff. Well, not free because you paid for it, but you could get just the free stuff and not get the premium rewards. So here I'm just checking if I have enough materials to strengthen. I don't, so I'm just going to keep it moving. And I think, I level up one of my abilities, the anti-box out, which is just a passive. It allows you to get around somebody that's trying to box you out in the paint. Collect more stuff. Let me fast forward a bit. Okay, so this comp is actually more common than you'd think. If you go into like a higher elo lobby, okay, so you'll have like a Reyna, who's a point guard. You'll have somebody like a Robbie, who's a center, and then a power forward like a Kaido or somebody like that who can dunk. So it's a pretty common three-man to see if you're versing people who are like in a pre-made, so like they queue up together. I've seen that a lot where they have point guard, a big, and somebody that's just gonna like look to dunk it every time. It's a really good combination. So this is a good combination on paper, but probably not at this rank where we have no cohesion and I mean, we're just like, we're playing with worse players overall, so it's not as good, but it is a good comp, just at the right rank and with the right people. So let's fast forward, and reverse is an okay, not ideal comp. Point guard, shooting guard, and small forward. I think this game my defense is also quite poor, so this is a good game to learn from, what you should and shouldn't do. So right now, I'm not guarding anybody. I was just kind of standing in the paint awkwardly. I could have prevented that, so... Okay. Still, I'm trying to look for screens, because typically that's what you'll be doing in these situations, but my teammates are not really going for them. Like, I'm going to set them up, but they're, like, running away from me, so it's a little difficult to set up screens when nobody's using them. Okay. Again, with that situation, I'm positioned inside the paint just to grab a free 2-point. I figure my point guard will throw it to me. Typically they will, but this guy's just interested in shooting and using his dribble moves, so it's fine. It's working, so that's not a problem. And so far so good. We're able to shut down their shooting a lot. I can't believe I didn't block that, by the way, but okay. And it wasn't like a severely disturbed shot. It's crazy that that shot goes in. Typically in this game, if there is a normal disturbance or a severe disturbance, it's like super unlikely a shot goes in. Like really, really unlikely. So whenever that kind of shot goes in, especially when these characters are not like maxed out, like they don't have really good stats, they're not like geared up or anything, it's always crazy to me that those shots go in. Like another one, normal disturbance, quite far as well, and it goes in, so that's pretty shocking. Okay, so now you see a robot sign above my power forward's head. That means that he left the game or disconnected, and now a robot's playing for him. Normally that's like a death sentence. You're playing you don't want to see that if you're playing ranked. Is what it is. Also, if you notice on the shot clock, my teammate, because he kept on just doing dribble moves, he ran the entire clock down, and when the clock runs out, the possession is turned over. So you don't really want to be holding onto the ball, doing all these dribble moves. You want to kind of just get the ball out, use passes a lot, move the ball around the court, get free points, not go for like contested shots for no reason. So I'm just trying to do my best, work with what I have. I can see this guy's going up, he's taking it to the rim, so I just position in front of him. Don't get impatient and go for the block under the rim. Okay, so we have a decent lead here. Still can't feel too comfortable though, because we do have a bot in our team. And even before the bot, we were not faring too well versus these people, so that was a bad block. I should not have gone for that. Like, hold on, let me just go back. Okay, so let's just see where he is, when he takes the shot, and then where I am, where I run up to try and get a block. Because there are some blockers in the game who can, like, they have this thing where, like, they sprint up and do this huge, like, jump and they block. If I were that kind of character, I could do that. But look at mine. I'm at the free throw line, basically. They're at the 3. I jump from the free throw line to stop this 3, and they're behind the 3-point line. It's just never going to be a block. So it's a really bad decision. We could have been punished for it, and we just weren't because they're not very good. So it's one of those things that, like, may seem small, but it's like a big deal. One possession makes or breaks many games. Like, most games are one possession games. So, messing up, just like right there, not positioned very well, it really makes a difference. So I'm not being punished for it now, but I 100% would be punished for this in a good lobby. So when you start getting down to Yeah, exactly. So when you start getting down to like 30 seconds, you have a healthy lead. You just want to play it safe. You just want to run the clock down a little bit. Run the time. You're not pressured to do anything. Right? You just want to get the time down. You don't want to give them more time to catch up. So I'm telling him to stall because I want him to take as much time as possible before trying to take a shot. So over here, I'm also okay. That's crazy. That was minor disturbance. I was literally in front of you. That's crazy. But here, I'm trying to get the ball. I'm trying to waste time. He takes a shot here. That shot that is a game-losing shot. If he misses that shot, we just lose the game most likely. So it's just completely unnecessary. It's a risk you do not need to take. I would recommend that in that kind of situation, just hold on to the ball. There's no reason to take a shot like that. It doesn't do anything for you. But that's it. So the game's over. We had a nice 3-0 session. I think we went from maybe like bronze something or iron something to bronze. So we're like 3-0 so far, so that's good. We want to keep up the win streak. And I think I'm just going to do a series from bronze 4 to maybe diamond. Maybe I'll do like bronze 4 to diamond 5, just playing this new role. So I will have every single game uploaded, and sorry if you hear my phone. I'll have every single game uploaded, and it'll be a fun journey. So thanks for watching.